What are you doing?
Did you see the bugs in there?
No bugs.
No bugs?
Biggest liar.
You're saying I'm a liar?
Of course.
I'm a liar? Can I get that on video?
You are a biggest liar.
Great. I'm really glad to hear that. You want to tell me I'm a liar again?
You are a biggest motherfucker liar.
All I wanted was some good service.
Thing?
What?
You need all other thing too? You bring the bugs. If there is a bug, there is a non-bug. Your next door, 104 and 106, everybody rented. Nobody complained except you. Because you use the room already and then you need money back. Your kind scheme, you did a scheme. We don't allow that kind of scheme. I am from California too.
Hi, my name is David West. I'm a filmmaker from Medford, Oregon. And that disgusting video that you just saw was what me and my girlfriend Cassie experienced at the Budget Inn in Albany, Oregon. On Friday, August 28th, Cassie and I attended a good friend of mine's wedding in Albany, Oregon. After the wedding festivities had finally ended at about 10:30 p.m., me and a bunch of friends that I hadn't seen in a while decided to go to a little 24-hour diner and hang out there for a few hours. We left the diner at about 1 a.m., and the first hotel we tried to check into only had one smoking room available, so we decided to go across the street to the Budget Inn. Now, this place kind of gives off a vibe that I can only describe as Cold War bomb shelter chic, so I wasn't exactly instilled with a lot of confidence about this place from the get-go, but it was late and Cassie in particular was super tired, so I figured, hey, we'll just crash here for the night, no big deal. When I walked into the front office to get my room, the guy asked me if I wanted a smoking or non-smoking room, and I told him non-smoking. I was very happy about that since the place we just left had only had one smoking room available. So then the guy says, "You don't smoke?" And I said, "No." Then he says, "You're not going to smoke in there?" And I said, "No." "Does your woman smoke?" "No." "Are you sure you don't smoke?" "Dude, no. I'm not gonna smoke. It's really not that weird that a guy in his mid-20s doesn't smoke. Most people don't." This dude literally asked me like 4 or 5 different ways if I was gonna smoke in his room, as if I was trying to scam him or something. But whatever. We got the room, went in, Cassie flopped down on the bed and passed out almost immediately while I stayed up playing around on my phone. After we'd been there for, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, Cassie got cold and decided to climb under the covers. After she'd been lying under the covers for 10, maybe 15 minutes, all of a sudden she wakes up screaming and slapping at her arm and saying, David, I'm being bit." So I jerked back the covers and lo and behold, there was probably 24 bed bugs just out and about on the bed. It was disgusting. So naturally, the next thing I did was grab my phone and start documenting this nastiness while we packed up in a hurry and got out of there to go get our money back. Now, since this guy had already kind of acted like I was trying to scam him when I asked for a non-smoking room, I kind of knew he was going to be a dick. So I went up to the front desk prepared. Since I was going to be using my phone to show him the pictures and video of the bed bugs that I'd taken, I took Cassie's phone, turned on the audio recorder, and slipped it into my front pocket. Thank God I did, because this was the conversation that followed. Hey, sir, we actually want to not get the room and get our money back. It was infested with bugs.
Where is the key?
Right here.
Okay. You want to change the room? What is the room number?
It was 105. We actually just want to get our money back. There's a lot of bugs and stuff in there.
We don't give money back.
You don't get money back even though the room's disgusting?
No, there is nothing disgusting in the room.
It was full of bugs. I can show you pictures, sir. You don't believe it?
I can change the room.
No, that's not going to do it.
It's more than our room used already. No refund.
Look, sure. There's bugs all over the bed.
Whatever happened, more than 1 hour and 15 minutes you use the room, no refund.
Do you want to have to fight this through a credit card
Yeah,
claim?
go
Because
ahead.
I have video,
No problem.
I have everything. I will get my money back. This will not end well for you. You're not going to refund my money? Why not? Why don't you believe in...
You use the room already. That's all. Nothing, no matter.
This is, look, do you want to see a video?
I don't want to see. You keep it with you. I don't need it.
I'm going to show you the bites on my girlfriend's arm.
It's fine. No problem. Why everybody's sleeping. You bring it there. You bring, I don't need to see. Nothing to be worried about.
You don't believe there's bugs in there? You don't believe that there's bugs in there?
No.
Then what are these?
I don't know. Nothing to look.
Look at her arm.
And I was only
Covered
laying
with
in the bed
bugs.
for like 2 minutes.
1 second. Bro, don't stay here. My girlfriend's getting eaten alive by bed bugs. This fucker won't give us our money back. Do not stay here. Just warning you. Take care. Yeah, I just told them, you just lost a customer now. Don't worry about the bugs? Should I just go back and sleep in there? Do you want to have a video on YouTube about bed bugs here?
Yeah, you don't have to tell me whatever you do. Don't worry about it.
Sure, if you just give me good service, just
Don't
refund.
bullshit, forget it. I know what I did. Now at this point, I was prepared just to leave and go contest the charge at my bank on Monday when I had a chance. Then he decided to come out and start taking down my car information. So naturally, now that my camera was rolled up, I started rolling video on him. There's this guy trying to take down my details as he's ripping me off. Guess that's it. Oh, but that was not it. And now we have this joker's filming me. Did you see the bugs in there? No bugs.
No bugs?
Biggest liar.
You're saying I'm a liar?
Of course.
I'm a liar? Can I get that on video?
You are a biggest liar.
Great, I'm really glad to hear that. You want to tell me I'm a liar again?
You are a biggest motherfucker liar.
All I wanted
You
was
need
some
all
good
other
service.
thing?
What?
You need all other thing too. You bring the bugs. If there is a bug, there is a non-bug. Your next door 104 and 106, everybody rented. Nobody complained except you. Because you use the room already and then you need money back. Your kind scheme, you did a scheme. We don't allow that kind of scheme. I am from California too. Okay?
What does California have to do with it?
This is your bug.
What does California have to do with it? He's referencing a conversation when he asked me if Medford was a bigger city than here. I explained, oh yeah, it was, making polite conversation with him. And then I mentioned offhandedly that I'm from Northern California originally. That's what that was all about. That whole weird thing at the end there about California, that all happened because when I first checked in, he saw that I was from Medford, Oregon. So he asked me if Medford is a bigger town than Albany, and I told him that yes, it is. Then he'd asked me if Medford was in Central Oregon. I explained to him that it wasn't, and that Medford's actually only about 30 miles from the California border, which prompted him to say, oh, I'm from California. So I said, oh, cool, yeah, I grew up in Northern California. And that's where that all came from. I guess having grown up in Northern California means that I'm some kind of big California schemer in his mind. Now, at the time, I didn't realize it, but as I've been reviewing this footage, I've realized that I think he actually tried to answer my "what does California have to do with it" question. What does California have to do with it?
This is your bug.
It sounds to me like he's saying, this is your wife. But what I think he means to say is, this is not your wife. Which, duh. I mean, I've mentioned to you like 5 times at this point that she's my girlfriend. She's obviously not my wife.
This is your bug.
But what I think he really means by this is that he thinks that she's like my mistress or some hooker I picked up or something. And I think the fact that he assumes that says a lot about the kind of clientele this establishment tends to serve. Now you better believe that I will be contesting the $68 this room cost me, and I will get my money back. But that's not enough. This is absolute garbage, and no legitimate establishment would have treated us this way. Even most cheap places would have gone out of their way to make sure that we were accommodated and would have been very apologetic about it. Here's what Cassie's arm looked like as of Sunday night. In total, she counted 37 or 38 bites on her arms, her legs, and her back. That's pretty bad, especially when you consider the fact that a new study from Penn Medicine researchers in the Center for Clinical Epidemiology and Biostatistics demonstrated that bedbugs, like the triatomines, can transmit Trypanosoma cruzi, the parasite that causes Chagas disease, one of the most prevalent and deadly diseases in the Americas. Yeah, screw this guy. Getting my money back just isn't enough. This guy needs to feel some real heat and make some serious changes to the way he runs his establishment, or go out of business. It's that simple. If you check out the info section below this video, you'll see links to websites like TripAdvisor that contain dozens of reviews of this motel. And there's some pretty common themes running between all of them, namely that the place is disgusting and the owners are rude and miserly. So it's not like I'm the only person to have this kind of experience there. Now, go out and share this video so that it goes viral and teaches this guy two very important lessons. Firstly, that you always treat customers well and conduct business honestly. And secondly, you do not screw with the filmmaker.